All right, so just got an email from someone, and they asked a pretty good question. They asked, Blake, how do you deal with the really drunk, really crazy, maybe the obnoxious player who just comments so much, or just like nutty, drunk, not paying attention, not respecting the game, so on and so forth. And when we talk about deal with, there really is two ways to deal. First, there's the temperament way, so not letting that person get to you, basically creating a barrier between that person or that player's behavior or energy, or however you want to define it, and your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own cognitive state at the table, right? There's that, and then there's dealing with it in terms of strategy. So first, I want to tackle the first one: how to not let these people get to you. What most people don't really know or realize is that I own a company called the Nonverbal Group, and I'm actually a consultant of sorts. So I go to companies, and I have a reputation, especially in New York in financial circles, of dealing with really difficult people. So if there's a boss at your job who's maybe really hard to work with and negative or rude or disrespectful, I tend to go in there and help improve their communication and formulate a style for them that is more effective. And I'll deal with some of these people, and they're assholes. Like, I'll walk in there, and they're assholes. The way they snap at the people around them, the way they treat the people around them, it's kind of disgusting, right? Now, the problem is, as a coach, if I come from the perspective of this guy is an asshole or this guy is wrong, it's very, very, very difficult to help that person, right? It's the same way if I look at a poker player and I look at them and I'm like, you'll never be good. If I view that, they'll never be good. I view every poker player as they have the potential to become amazing. I view everybody at the Nonverbal Group or clients that I work with, they have the potential to become the best presenter or the best communicator, period. And one of the ways I deal with their negative stuff is this: when someone gets negative or someone says something, I never take it personally, in the sense that I say to myself, okay, what is that person going through that they would have to say that? I dissociate the action from the person. So instead of saying like, oh my God, I can't believe that you said that, I say something like, oh, it's interesting that that's a facet or that's an aspect of who you are right now. And it allows me not to make these quick judgments of people. And I do the same exact thing. I think you should do the same exact thing on a poker table. So if somebody's like really annoying and really frustrating and keeps running their mouth over and over again, I say, listen, what's this guy have to go through right now that he has to sit there and berate the other players at the table and, really just be all around negative and be drunk and all that? Like, his life must be significantly worse than mine. And I believe that compassion, or really trying to understand where someone is coming from, is the best barrier, because then I become hard to get to because their behavior is not affecting me. So I'm at the table, I'm kind of calm, I'm kind of relaxed, I'm kind of so on and so, I seem pretty fine, and they keep talking shit, they keep running their mouth, but I'm still not affected by it. And most people are so easily messed with or so easily pushed off that, yeah, somebody, sitting at the table and running their mouth and talking shit to you gets you so frustrated. That's not what it is to be a high performer. You got to be composed. What their words don't really matter. It only matters if you assign meaning to them. And I try not to let that meaning be assigned. Now, from a playing strategy, or from a counter strategy, I have players like, I don't know how to play against this player. Well, listen, the reality is it's based on your own goals, your own decisions, your own bankroll requirements. If I had an infinite amount of money near me, let's say I had $25,000 in my pocket, and I'm playing, 1-2 with an absolute utter lunatic who keeps, going all in pre-flop, I'm calling wide, man, because I know over the long run over the long run, and probably maybe in that session, I'll make decisions that are correct. He will make decisions that are wrong. So he goes all in other hand. I might call with ace 5 because I know ace 5 is going to be ahead of the range that he does that with, and there we go. And then he wins one. Okay, I'll get him the next time. You can afford to take larger risks because you have a lot more money behind you. However, if you're at a table and you're sitting down against a really drunk, crazy opponent, and you have only $300 to your name or only $300 in your pocket, you have to adjust your strategy because you don't have enough money to withstand the ups and downs that happen in poker. You can get all in with aces, the guy calls you with pocket sevens, all of a sudden a 7 comes, and you're super frustrated. You gotta just smile at these people and be like, oh man, I'm so excited. This cash machine is just about to just start spewing cash. And if you think of it as on a long-term perspective, instead of like, I can't believe I didn't make money then, or I can't believe that this guy didn't pay me off, you can really reframe the situation as a profitable situation as opposed to like a profitable night. And I've had moments where people have gotten to me and pissed me off. But as you get older and as you start to look at this and understand that you can't be affected at a poker table by other people, and listen, honestly, like, you get someone like me that picks up that you're a really good player, but if I can talk you into getting frustrated, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna push you off your game. I mean, that's part of my game, is I'll play these deep psychological games with people that I love, and that's one of the reasons why poker really, really interests me. And some players make themselves so vulnerable. So someone says something to them and they get so frustrated, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good guy to go after. Or I'll just let 2 people at the table go at it, and I'll wait for them to both make mistakes, and I'll swoop in off their little dynamic. So you really can't be affected at the poker table. You really shouldn't be affected by others in life. I mean, right now, guys, I'm running you don't understand. I'm running massive campaigns for Beyond Hells right now. Like, I'm spending a shitload of money on Facebook and YouTube, all over the internet. Do you have any idea how many times people talk shit to me? Like, who the hell are you? Shut up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, all right, like, I have this great product, or I have this great free video that could really help your game. If you're not my kind of person, if you're not even interested in learning or improving. And that's fine. I mean, the world is going to have these people, and they're going to have these people at a poker table, and you're going to see, a ton of these people throughout life. And it's really important that early on, and you use a poker table as a way for dealing or coping with these kind of individuals. And the trick is to be completely 100% unmessed with. Like, no matter what they say, no matter what actions, no matter what happens at the table, you're still playing your game, you're still calm and collective. And that, I believe, is a higher state of poker, and something that is hard to reach both in life and in poker. Yeah, you want to be in control. That's the real message here. You want to be completely 100% in control of your behavior, in control of your thoughts, in control of your game. And if someone just says a simple word to you, that won't affect control. So in summary, I want you to not take it so personally and understand that that person is probably going through a lot more for them to say what they're saying in that moment. This is a way to kind of make yourself unmessable with and make yourself dissociated from their individual behaviors. And in terms of strategy against playing against these nuts, it's more a facet of bankroll management and understanding your own personal goals, or your own, it's really a bankroll decision. I mean, everything boils down to, people don't get that in poker, by the way. I'm going to make a video about this, that a lot of your plays and a lot of things you do depends on bankrolls. How much you got, how much you're willing to lose. If you only have $300 to your name, there's a certain way to play the game. If you only got $100 to your name, there's another way to play the game. It all depends on that. All right, that's about it. My face is itching me like crazy. I'm trying to grow, not a beard per se, but I'm trying to grow a little bit more facial hair. I'm just trying something different lately. But there's this period where your face grows and you just want to rip your face off. And I'm going through that right now, and it's immensely frustrating. Any tips on how to not make your beard itch you in those moments, in the moments where it's growing? Greatly appreciated. That's about it. Thanks so much.